Hello, my name is Terry Garcia, and I'm on staff here at the Cathedral Basilica of St. Francis of Assisi as the marriage coordinator. I also serve in ministry as sacristana to La Conquistadora, Our Lady of Peace. I'm happy to be with you today on this Wednesday of the third week of Easter. Be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire. Do not be satisfied with little things, because God wants great things. You must not be anxious or afraid, for I shall always be with you. These are all quotes attributed to St. Katherine of Siena, whose feast we celebrate today. St. Katherine was born in the year 1347, during the same year the Black Death, the plague that had arrived in Italy. St. Katherine, as a great mystic of the Church, is known to have meditated on the burning love of Christ and the great needs of her time. In today's first reading from chapter 8 of the Acts of the Apostles, we continue to hear the stories of the early church and of the Apostle Philip's journey into Samaria. Although persecuted and scattered, the church continued to grow with and through the many acts of preaching and curing. This short reading ends with a striking, "There was great joy in that city." What follows next in our liturgy of the Word is the great response of Psalm 66. Let all the earth cry out to God with joy. Joy over his great deeds. You and I might agree that it's hard to cry out to God with joy during these challenging times. But like the apostles and disciples of the early church, and like St. Katherine of Siena, who journeyed onward in their own giftedness, you and I are called to set the world on fire through our own giftedness, in our own seemingly restrictive ways. You and I may not be able to directly care for those suffering from COVID-19, like Katherine of Siena did during her day and the caring of those suffering the Black Death plague. Nor might we be able to create great cures like those mentioned in today's first reading from the Acts of the Apostles. But in these challenging times, through our fervent prayer and sacrifices, we must know full well that Jesus, the bread of life, will not reject us. We too will be raised up together with him. We will be raised together with him as we strive not to be anxious or afraid, and knowing full well that Jesus will always be there. Together, let us cry out to God with joy at being so blessed to serve him.